So I want to say that it's the new year, and I want to say that I wanted to get this a little bit earlier. I wanted to get this done a little bit earlier, but I want to say that I want to do a room tour for 2023, and this is going to be that video. So I want to say that it's been over almost 3 years since my last room tour, and I cannot believe that it's been that long, and there's so many changes to basically my room / studio. So let's get started.
Woke up on the west side, sitting at the beach, I was taking my time. Oh, darling of mine.
So I'm outside my room. There's no thing for it now since it fell off, but let's get started. So one of the biggest changes that you'll notice is that the walls are a different color. It's more like a beige color now. Mainly because in 2020, we painted the walls. And as you can see from this picture, it's actually more or less this angle when it was getting painted. But yeah, I'm not going to get too ahead of myself. So I want to say that first off, we're going to immediately go over here because I got a rack for all my jackets. So some of these are from thrift stores, and some these are actually in decent condition. Laundry bin, not much behind here. I've also got like a running up that hill thing that I got from a cool bins place. Let's get into the room. Now, I want to say that the first thing that I am going to point to is over here. Now, this is my Casio keyboard. I got it as a birthday gift on my 16th birthday. I don't really use it, but I do. It's just nice to have whenever I need it. I've got some plushies, Five Nights at Freddy's, Bendy and the Ink Machine, which I've had since 2020, and Animal Crossing. I've got my vintage players, 2 Sony Walkmans, and a Discman. And I've also got a PlayStation 1 game, Ford Truck Mania. I've got a mask, which has cartoon Adventure Time character on it. Some CDRs, headphones, 2 pairs of headphones. These are the 2nd gen Apple headphones and earpods. Now I am going to move you to here. This is my desk, and I got this a couple months ago. My mom gave it to me because she wasn't using it, and I've used it just as my desk. This I got from IKEA. So yeah, it's a cup holder. There we go. Sony MDR Cine 506s. This is a Pac-Man ghost light, and I got it because I thought it looked so cool and Free Guy, and I found it and I was like, I need that. Speaking of lights, I got some RGB lights. And you may have seen them earlier, but if I actually show you, watch out, there's some flashing lights up ahead. I'm just going to keep them white for now, but yeah, RGB lights. I stapled them to the wall. I also want to say that these are just some toy cars. And the Eagles album, this is a vinyl record holder. So, yeah. And this is where I usually film my YouTube shorts / Instagram reels. I have this phone stand, and I put my phone on it, and then I just point at it. And I've got this chair that I sit in, which for the desk too. My 2015 MacBook Air, which usually sits here with the charger. This is a new thing. I got this in 2020 as a Christmas gift. This is just a thing for like a picture of like cassettes, movie sleeves and game cases for the Nintendo Switch. I'm gonna move over here now. So if we start from the top, I've got 2 things. I've got an upcoming video. This is a Polaroid Sun 60. I found this at an antique mall for $15 and I decided to pick it up. I gotta see if it works first though. So yeah, PlayStation 1, which I've had since 2017. I bought that in 2017. I'm gonna move you down to here, which is basically my Apple collection thing, which I do plan on doing an Apple collection video again. Anything from iPods to iPhones and iPads. And I've got this Android phone here, which is the ZTE Anton 1, along with some Apple boxes, a original Game Boy, Amazon Echo Dot, a cassette there, and a tomato soup can, just because it has my opening tools. Next down, I've got 2 cameras. I've got some books, 2 cans, a picture, some more books, and this is storage. So this is not much, but down here I've actually got somewhat of a future video idea. This is a old Dell tower, and I do plan on having to do a video at some point. I don't know when, but I will try to get this working. So yeah, I'm gonna move you guys over here, which is my glorious TV setup. I'm gonna start over here since this is where I usually start at. This is my Xbox 360e. I've had it since 2014. I recently dropped it. I didn't drop it, but it accidentally fell onto the ground, but it still works. It's got a bunch of stickers on it. A bunch of stickers. This is my Xbox Series S. And I've got my controller on here. I use this a lot. I've got just a lightning charger. This is my 32-inch Element TV. I've had this since 2017. I've used it a lot. And in fact, I just set it up recently to make it so it automatically switches sources and all that stuff. But this is a Bluetooth speaker that I don't really use anymore, but I've got it in this box, and it is propping up my TV a little bit higher. Nintendo Switch with the case on it. It's got stickers on it, and I do use this mostly for YouTube videos. I don't really take it out anymore, so. I've got CDs from Now Let's Start Calling Music UK CDs to just USA CDs to like random artists to just other compilations like Grammys and these other ones down here. If I move down here, I've got my 2 things. Vinyls and Xbox 360 games. This one is Driver San Francisco, which I do want to cover at some point on a video. Close both these 3. More CDs, including Deadmau5 5, as you can see. Surge protector with some chargers on it. More storage. This is where I usually film, like my camera pointing at me. I normally sit on here, which I've had since 2019. And man, this has gone like really... yeah. If you see the thumbnail for the very first video, it looks mint, and you could see the wear. Like, this is the only good part now. But yeah, I also have a green screen here, which I bought a couple months ago in December. I have this as a air purifier. It is white noise though for me, but I also have this is mostly just storage for me. Let's move over here now. First of all, I've got a poster of Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. This is one of the things which is in my shorts, since this is where it's normally pointed at, and it's normally pointed over here, so yeah. If we move down, I've just got this thing down here. This was meant for the cat, but she doesn't sleep here. Storage, and this is the biggest piece for me, at least. I may make a video, I may make it. But I have this iHome for my iPod, and it charges my iPod, and you can see that it charges. Magazines, and if we move the next level up, I've got this whole mess here. Console boxes, video games, iOmega zip disk, CDs, tapes of different kinds, and that's all I'm going to really say. Here we've got all my CD racks, 3 of them, and I've got my Sony Handycam here. And then we've got the most important part, which is the bed, which that's the end of the room tour. So I want to say thank you guys. I hope you guys liked this video. I wanted to get a room tour done for a while, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I'll see you guys later. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.
Back that ass up. Oh, 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 yep.